tidligt det her år, jo.
Det er alt for tidligt.
Hvor skal vi hen?
Vi skal en tur til Birmingham.
Birmingham, ja. Og hej og velkommen til den her vlog her. Ja, vi smutter en tur til England. Birmingham. Det er egentlig ikke der, vi skal til, men det er i hvert fald der, vi skal flyve til. Og så skal vi over og besøge nogle nye venner, vi har fået. Så man følg med i den her vlog. $156 kroner.
This is a personal call for Adam Watchmeister.
Jeg tror, vi har taget det her op 3 eller 4 gange nu, fordi hver eneste gang, jeg skal til at sige et eller andet, så er der en dame, som kalder på Adam. Adam, han har ikke nået sit fly.
Det er personlige udkaldspassagerer.
Det er et spørgsmål. Vi har jo...
Så du kan til Lars Ludvigsen, om det var Lars Ludvigsen E20, og det var E20, der på lukket.
Lars, du skal vælge et fly nu, Lars. God juice, og med lidt dyr herinde i lufthavnen. 156 kroner for 2 juice, 2 croissanter. Der kan man få en halv liter god fældrens og en mikrofiberapplikator. Nå. Vi skal en tur til Birmingham. Vi skal over og besøge det nye brand, som vi har fået i shoppen, som der hedder Gtechniq. Og den her lille vlog her, jamen, der kommer I med på en tur, hvor vi... jeg selvfølgelig skal over og møde Gtechniq. Vi skal snakke med dem om nogle forskellige produkter. Jeg skal over og lære en masse. Og så håber jeg lidt på, at I kan få lov til at være med på noget omkring alle de her produkter her. Så I kan lære dem lidt bedre at kende, lære brandet lidt bedre at kende, og på den måde måske komme lidt nemmere i gang med deres produkter med den baggrundsviden, I kan få ud af at se måske den her video her, men også nogle af de næste videoer, som der kommer op her på vores YouTube-kanal. Så hvis du ikke allerede har gjort det, så se lige at få subscribet på videoen her, sådan så du kan følge med i, hvad der kommer til at ske i det næste, for det bliver hammerspændende. Men skal vi ikke se at komme ombord på den flyver derovre? Ja, det er lige nu.
Where the local time is 9:15 and we have landed on Svend ahead of scheduled arrival time. For safety reasons, please keep your seatbelt fastened, keep seat back in stable upright.
Fra EU.
Det er det sgu.
Der står immigration.
Det er også.
De vil nok være lidt ked af det derhjemme, hvis der er, vi ikke komme hjem igen.
Ja.
Så men nu er vi landet i Birmingham, og jeg skal lige på et lille hus, så skal vi have fundet en taxa.
Landet i regnvejret.
Ja, vi er faktisk landet til lidt dårligt vejr. Så der er ikke noget, der hedder dårligt vejr. Der er noget, der hedder dårlig påklædning.
Laver du?
Så nåede vi frem. Northampton. Hvad er det? En times kørsel uden for Birmingham mod London, så en smule sydvest. Der finder man Gtechniq. Og Gtechniq, de har både lidt butik, de har noget træningscenter om bagved, og der har de også noget produktion. Men lad os lige gå ind for at sige, at vi er kommet. Vidste du, at Gtechniq faktisk har været, jeg kan kalde dem for sponsor, men de har hjulpet det tidligere Formel 1-team Force India med at forsejle deres Formel 1-biler, sådan så at gummi og hvad der ellers nu har sat sig på køretøjerne, det er ikke sat så fat og ændret på aerodynamikken. Ja, så har de faktisk været med til Gtechniq. Og så har de faktisk også et partnerskab med Pinarello. Jeg ved, at der er nogle af jeres følgere, eller også jeg følger, som der går op i cykler og cykelsport. Og det er sådan hos Pinarello, men i hvert fald hos Pinarello, at man kan få lavet en cykel, og så kan man få lavet den sådan et specielt lakering, specielt design. Og hvis man får det lavet, jamen så alle de cykler, som der bliver leveret her i England, de bliver leveret med Gtechniq coating på. Ja. Jeg har arbejdet lidt med Adam her, hvor vi har trænet lidt i, eller han har trænet mig i, hvordan vi bruger Gtechniqs, den der hedder Crystal Serum Ultra, et professionelt produkt, et produkt til vores professionelle kunder. En coating, hvor at der er et garantiprogram på, helt op til 9 år. Og ja, nu skal jeg selv hjem og træne lidt, men ellers så er jeg klædt godt på af Adam til at komme hjem og hjælpe nogle af dem, som der er professionelt med bilpleje i Danmark, i at arbejde med den her professionelle coating. Det, som vi skal nu, det er, at Adam og jeg skal lave lidt guides til jer, om hvordan I bruger CSL, EXO og C1.
C1, yeah. C1 versus the Serum Light.
Ja.
Put the EXO on top.
Så vi skal vise jer lidt forskellige coatings, men det kommer i nogle andre videoer, som I kan se efter vloggen her.
Så har vi fået lavet en masse.
Det må man sige. Det var godt nok fyldt godt op i dag, men det var super fedt. Lært en masse spændende og fået igen filmet en masse fedt content til jer. Det skal I glæde jer helt vildt meget til. Så det var dag 1. I morgen der står den på lidt mere snak. Det er noget kedeligt noget, som I ikke får lov til at se så meget til. Men vi skal også lave noget bilvask, så der kommer nok også noget gennemgang af nogle forskellige Gtechniq-produkter, som vi kan bruge til jeres vedligeholdelsesvask derhjemme. Hvordan laver man noget bilvask, vedligeholdelsesvask med Gtechniqs produkter? Så hæng på i forhold til det. Og så skal vi muligvis også på laboratorietur, har jeg hørt. Så ja, det bliver spændende.
Oliver, gå i seng. Det er slut for i dag. Slut for dag 1. Cut.
Det her sted her, hvor vi har valgt at overnatte, ikke også? Ikke? For det første så er der sådan noget med æg og bacon og sådan noget der. Det er egentlig okay. Engelsk morgenmad, ikke? Men kaffe, det kan jeg fandme ikke finde ud af. Jeg har bestilt kaffe. Jeg har bestilt kaffe 3 gange, fordi jeres kaffe den ikke virker. Jeg har ikke fået den endnu. Hvis ikke den kommer, så bliver jeg i morgensur, og så bliver resten af vloggen det her. Det bliver en møgvlog. Så kom den alligevel. Så bliver det en god dag. Der er vi havnet hos Gtechniq, og vi er kommet ned i deres studie her, og vi skal lave en masse forskellige ting. Vi skal lege med nogle af deres keramiske coating. Jeg skal certificeres, som man siger, sådan så jeg kan komme hjem og træne vores professionelle i og bruge nogle af deres certificerede produkter. Og så skal vi lege med en masse kemi, som der kommer nogle forskellige videoer af. Det kan også være, at der er noget af det, I får lov til at se lidt i vloggen. Det stemmer du, Oliver. Alright, now we're in the lab with Lee, who is the chemist here at the Gtechniq. And for how long time have you been a chemist here?
I've been here for about 3.5 years now.
Yeah? Okay, great. So, Gtechniq have a line of 25, 30 different products?
Yes,
or like that. And a product and the development of a product start someplace. Where and how does it start and where does it end?
It starts in the meeting room upstairs. So every month I have a meeting with Rob L, the MD, and then the guys from business development, from marketing. We all sit around, we discuss ideas, we discuss what's going on in the market, what improvements we feel our products could be made.
Yeah.
And then we start working on ideas of where to go next. Then that transfers down here into the lab. So we always start looking at the existing formulation, so what we've already got. And then we start just trying to work on various improvements of that, maybe changing technologies, so the silicones or the solvents that are used within a product, just kind of improve different performance criteria. So we look at lots of different aspects, but mainly the things we're looking at is ease of application and then performance and durability. Okay. They're the most important things that we're trying to improve on.
Okay. And you have, of course, ceramics, and we just started with the Gtechniq ceramics, and they are amazing. But maybe for our regular customer, can you try to explain what ceramics actually are?
Okay, so ceramics are a very, very broad term. It covers a lot of things. Specifically for paint protection, what we're talking about are silicones. So these are either siloxanes or siloxanes. So these are long chain molecules made up of silicon and oxygen. And what they do is they react together to form a very, very thin film on the top of the paint. So a human hair is about 70 microns thickness. Our coatings, when dried and cured, are around 1 micron thickness. Okay. So it's a 70th of a human hair, so incredibly thin. Yeah. So you can't see it or feel it really. You will be able to feel it because it makes the surface feel much slicker. Yeah. And you will be able to see it when it gets wet because you'll get water beading on there. Yeah. So with the water beading, what we're doing is we're reducing the amount of energy available on the surface. So the surface tension of the water actually pulls itself into a bead because there's not enough energy on the surface of the paint to make it spread out anymore. That isn't just with water, that is going to work with dirt and oil and all the contaminants you get on the car that makes the car dirty. So it's going to keep the car cleaner for longer, and it's going to make it much easier to clean as well, so the dirt is just going to come straight off. So then that's going to help protect your car as well, because then as you clean your car, you're not going to put any scratches or swells that's going to make your paintwork look dull.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then I've heard something about that some coatings, they stay on top of the clear coat, and some coatings, they go through the clear coat. Is that right? Or how does it work?
So with our coatings, we use quite an advanced technology, and we're the only company in the world that provides this, and we call them composite coatings. So what these do is these bed deeper into the clear coat and react with it and form different layers. Whereas more traditional ceramic coatings were quartz coatings, so it would form a layer that sits on top.
Yeah, and the quartz coatings, that's the coating that make the applicator.
Yes, yeah. So one thing that people question about our coatings is that they don't go hard on the applicator pad. That's because they need to actually react with the paint itself. They don't react with themselves to fully crystallize. So people think, oh, Gtechniq products don't work, they don't even go hard in the applicator pad. That's because they need to be in contact with paint. Okay. And they form different layers. And what this does, it forms a much denser structure, which is much more harder, scratch resistant, and as I was saying before, will give you a lower energy surface. So it's the same principle as a non-stick frying pan. Okay. So we're trying to bring this available energy on the surface at a chemical level down as low as possible.
Okay. Great. Now you have a lot of products, but is there some product particular you think that has been the most exciting product to develop? And maybe there's some product you think, well, this is the product I'm most proud of.
Definitely XO V5. Okay. Without question. So XO is our hydrophobic top coat. Yeah. So it's one of our biggest selling products. It's one of our main coating lines. Very, very popular product. And XO V4 was absolutely superb. It was an excellent product. So we had to try and make that better, because that's the ethos behind our companies. We're always trying to improve. No matter how good our coatings are, our products are, we can always improve them. Everything can be improved. We spent over 3 years working on XO V5. Okay. I think within the lab here, we took over 60,000 measurements. So that could be contact angles, gloss measurements, just continually testing it, adapting slight variants in the formulations to get things right. And with this, we looked at 3 aspects. So we looked at performance. So this was water beading, dirt repellence and durability. So we wanted that to be significantly improved on V4. We also looked at surface slickness. So this is as you apply the coating and buff it off, it's got this very, very slick feel to it. It's a very nice thing for the detailer or the customer to experience. And also with XOV4, you needed to apply 2 coats of it to get the correct durability and level performance. We've managed to improve that durability and performance and get it down to a 1-coat application. So we've made it much simpler to apply, it feels much better on the surface, and you're getting better performance. Like I said, and that was 3 years and a lot of work and a lot of going backwards and forwards, because sometimes you improve one thing and then you cause another 2 problems somewhere else. So just making sure that every aspect of the coating was as good as we get. So I'd say, definitely XOV5 has been the biggest one we've done so far.
Okay, cool. And all your products are, all the R&D and production are made here in-house?
Yes, so we do everything here. And that really gives us the ability to really focus on what we want from a product and make sure that we're going to, like I say, take every aspect of it, so ease of application, performance, make sure that our customers are getting the absolute best of the best. And we know that when we bring out a new version of something, we know it's a significant improvement. We'd never bring out a product just for the sake of bringing out something new.
No, okay, great. Well, thank you, Lee.
Thank you, that's great. Cheers.
All right, we're here with the Rob, the MD, the owner of Gtechniq. And first of all, Rob, thank you for having us here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Matthias. And Matthias or Matthias?
Yeah, that's okay. Matthias.
Yeah. Okay. Great to welcome you here, and I think hopefully you've learnt a lot. You've picked up a lot of tips and tricks. And
I hope so. First of all, Rob, I would like to hear you why does Gtechniq exist and how did you start your business?
I like the why question. And I think that's probably the most important question and the most important question to answer. So the why is from a dissatisfaction with the performance of current car care products at the time. So the guy who started Gtechniq wasn't me, a guy called Dr. Drew Gill. So he had a PhD in quantum physics. Anyway, that bit's kind of important for the next bit, but it was the performance of long-term paint coatings, which he was selling into Japan and all of Asia. They just weren't performing, and so these were largely PTFE Teflon-based products. The brand didn't have any capability to do anything about it. And from his background in PhD in quantum physics, and through his alumni at the university that he graduated from, he then identified first of all, he understood how to make a coating really work properly. But then he also was able to identify a very cutting edge lab in Tokyo, doing work for people like Bayer Materials Science and BASF. Okay. And that was the origin of ceramic coatings. And we were the first to market with ceramic coatings. So that's really, that was the start of it. And it's from that dissatisfaction, from that negative, to make something that actually kind of approaches the claims, the durability and performance that people want. Yeah. So that was how it started.
Okay. Yeah. And for how many years have you been in business?
So that research was back in 97, 98. So the business really started in 99. So it's we're now 21, 22, no, sorry, longer than that. So 24, 25 years that it's been going.
And you have a big facility here. How many people are you here?
I think here we're got to be around about 50, up to about 50 heads. Yeah.
And you have 25, 30 products or so, as far as I could count.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe a few more when you include the marine and the bike products, and things like the ancillaries, like detailing brushes, microfibers and stuff like that.
Yeah, because marine and bike products are something new to the brand, right?
Yes and no. So actually marine, we were involved in marine for a very long time, but actually attacking that market, that's only been about 2.5 years where we've actually developed a specific product for marine that's got stronger UV absorption filters in it. So that's, on marine, the requirement is different from auto. Auto, the main requirement is swirl resistance on the paint so that the gloss stays intact when the car gets washed, hydrophobic and dirt repellent properties. UV, like car paints are generally pretty strong now in terms of you don't see kind of UV, clear coat failure as much as you used to. But in the marine world, that's, when you've got gel coat, it's a lot more porous, and the UV stability, particularly on the darker colours, is not nearly as strong. So that's tailored for that. So those are our main products on that. So that's been just over 2 years on that, and then bike is probably just over a year on that. So that's starting to go well. It's starting to make some traction with that.
Okay. So now you're in the marine and bike. What's next for Gtechniq? What will be your next step, you think?
In terms of sectors, probably RVs. Yeah, that's probably the next thing, because actually a lot of the products from the marine sector would be relevant for RVs. Yeah. But then, at any one time, you've had a tour with Lee and his team, and so we're, and this is something that I'm unapologetic for, but we do update products a lot. Yeah. But we only update products when we have something that's significant to the market. Yeah. So, EXO is now on version 5, and I think as we sit here now in May 24, we probably.
I just tried a new product.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. No, a new formulation actually. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe we cannot talk much about. No. We will. We'll have to wait and see. But that's very exciting for sure.
We've got. Yeah, there's probably about between 5 and 10 products being worked on. There's 3 or 4 that are pretty much market ready. Yeah. That so we've gone through. We have a very structured way that we do development, and it's only really when things show significant improvement that we'll do anything about it. But we go through, we do the lab, we do internal tests, so we do application, and that's all part of when we develop products. It's a kind of 3-factor thing that we look at. We look at price, ease of application, and performance, and it's the ease of application piece that I think a lot of people miss. We see this time and time again with people go, oh yeah, we've got this amazing product, but for the detailer it might be another 4 or 5 hours to apply a product, which I think that's a critical part. So all of these things. So part of our gates that we go through is, you've been with the team with Adam and Aaron, so that there's a lot of appraisal on the performance on the application. And then once we got to that point, we then send out to, we're in 50 countries globally. We then send samples out, we get some feedback on that, and then we're there. So I think there's 2 that are out now with product testers. Feedback is good. So there's some new stuff going.
Yeah. And regarding the products, do you have a favorite product in your product line?
I would say EXO V5. If you haven't tried EXO V5, EXO. So it's the 5th generation.
Lee also mentioned that the EXO V5 was his favorite product. So
it's really good. It's really good. It's really easy to apply. Great slickness, and it's and I think if you look around on our YouTube channel, you'll see a video kind of showing you a scanning electron microscope image of the surface, just how much denser it is on the surface, and that's a function that keeps the hydrophobic properties working much longer. Just all around, it's a really good product. It's taking a little while for the market to respond to that. They've had 4 generations, and I would say generation 2 to 3 to 4. 3 to 4 was not a massive change, but 4 to 5 is huge. So it's
single application,
single layer. So 4 and 3 were both twin layer. But it's like performance-wise, it's really pleased with that.
Now you have been in business for, you said, what, 20 years? Yeah. What is you most proud of?
What I'm most proud of, I guess it's, I'm a strong believer in organic growth. Yeah. I'm not, and that's it really. It's just bit by bit by bit by bit. I mean, you're in business as well, you understand it's, there's no silver bullets.
No.
And it's just a constant, and it's the attention that gets you to move forward. It's making sure the customers are happy, the prices are right, the application is right, all those kind of things. There's this industry, as you're well aware of, there's a lot of I'll call snake oil salesmen. I don't know if that's an expression.
You can say so.
Yeah. So it's there's a lot of products out there, I would say, that you look at and they use a particular ingredient, because everybody then goes on Google and goes, oh, this product. I'm not going to mention names. I think probably everybody understands what I'm talking about. Oh, that must be amazing. We've done a huge, one of those particular ingredients that was big. It's kind of fading now. That was 4 years that we spent with the University of Manchester doing R&D with that.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, there's nothing there. So I think, I made this into much too long. I guess it's just the gradual improvements, the gradual kind of organic growth. For me, that's where, that's how you build a solid business.
Great. Amazing, and thank you for your time. It was very pleasant to be here with you guys. This has been amazing 2 days, Oliver and I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Matthias. Right.
Det var en tur hos Gtechniq. Det var super spændende, og jeg håber, I synes, det var spændende at kigge lidt med. Også selvom den her video her, den blev sådan lidt lang, så synes vi, at du heller ikke klippe alle de her gode interviews ud. Vi håber, at det gav jer sådan lidt indblik i, hvem Gtechniq er, hvad det er for en størrelse, og måske også, hvorfor deres produkter de er, som de er. Så, men nu går turen hjem til Danmark, men glæder jer til en masse fedt indhold her på kanalen omkring Gtechniq. Skal vi ikke sige, at vi ses hjemme i Danmark? Hej!